What's up, y'all? It's just Rhonda and your girl T. It's Monday night. You know what we doing over here. We talking about these Real Housewives of Atlanta. It's season 16, episode 5. Like the video. Subscribe to the channel, T. What's
Yes.
T? What's T?
D said,
Open.
D said, good luck. I said, we about to go live. He said, good luck.
Who said good luck, D?
D?
Woo, I'll take it because, child, it's something different. Ooh,
What's
these
going on?
housewives.
He
This
said,
was the episode you was waiting for. This was the big episode, that we have to say goodbye. It's so hard to
mm.
say goodbye. I don't know. I've never really. Let's get into it, child.
Okay.
Shamia invites Angela and Britt over. Now, Shamia and Angela are standing there calling each other pretty, and hey girl, you look so cute.
So I'm sitting up here wondering because I'm like, Shamia is still being shady towards this woman. What is going to happen? Because y'all seem like y'all good right now, but you shady in real time.
Something has had to have transpired between, the ladies over here now that Kenya is gone. I was just like, they all do that. They all go, "Oh, you look cute. You look cute. Y'all were just calling each other ugly last week."
I remember how Frazier, girl, what you got on? Was Frazier thing.
I'm not
Oh, let
looking
me
forward to
see.
that.
Wow.
I'm not looking forward to that at all. Thankfully, she probably won't be here for a whole, for 2 months.
Yeah, yeah. I think they said the last 2 episodes or something.
That's enough.
Mm-hmm.
So Britt came through too. She's stressed. Why is she so stressed out?
It's the
Girl, I
wrong.
didn't even put no makeup on. I'm just so stressed over here.
Yes, she did. But stop it.
That was her. I'm stressed, but I don't have makeup on. Natural look.
Like how Drew said she didn't have makeup on, her face was full of makeup.
Ah,
Yeah,
okay.
that
Okay.
kind.
That
I
means
didn't put
I had to do it. My glam wasn't there to do it.
exactly. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Britt and her delusional recap. I just hey
She's
Osid.
she's like I'm not. I wasn't trying to intimidate her or harm her. When you say what you say, that's exactly what that means. You was ready. You know what I'm saying? Even her dude was like, "You're doing too much." That was a lot of intimidation. You gonna
Thank you.
go get the switch for what then? That's not intimidation.
It came out of nowhere. It came out of nowhere. I don't know, like I said, her recap was delusional. Kenya never came for her. I feel like Kenya is still somewhere wondering what is wrong with this lady. Because that's what I'm wondering.
I never. No one nice ever has to convince you that they're a nice girl.
I'm the nicest person you'll ever meet.
I'm so nice, guys. You
I don't
just
know why these girls always just want to hate on me.
it's my beauty. I'm so
Uh,
beautiful. The weird girls are so jealous, but I'm such a nice guy.
did you ever see that episode of Cops where he pulled over this trans woman and she was like, "I'm sorry. Oh my God. Oh my God. I'm sorry."
That's all.
I'm gonna have to find that.
That's
That's
her.
what she remind me of.
That's her. That's it.
Angela, Angela says she's unbothered by Portia's comment. Her man is a celebrity and she's used to it.
She knew what Portia was referring to. That's why. Yeah, that's what it was.
Her man is not a celebrity. He's a retired basketball player.
Yeah. Well, he's
And they,
known. He's known in these streets
I'm sure, I'm just saying.
by us old gals.
Old girls. Because, when you see his basketball pictures versus now, he don't even look like the same person.
I think so. I think he looks more handsome now than he's ever looked in his whole life.
I prefer the gray.
I like the gray with the beard. I think he looks
Yeah,
very distinguished.
yeah,
He
yeah.
was never a nice looking, nothing that would catch your eye. Not back then.
He was just regular. Yeah,
Yeah,
he was just regular.
he was always acting a
He would
fool.
have to leave
So,
with I play for whoever the hell he was playing for.
yeah, he always acted a fool. So you was looking at him ready to fight. That's what it was.
Well, Kenya has decided to have model auditions for her event. She got Portia and Kelly over there to help. Who would have ever thought? Not Kelly, but Portia. Who would have ever thought that Kenya would be over here auditioning ladies for her event with Portia?
Mm,
It's the whole Kiki. Like you would never know they hate each other in real life.
Handy. Right. I thought Kelly's outfit was really cute. I was like, oh, that's cute.
Kelly is very cute. Like
Yeah,
everything I thought about her from the first episode, you're right. I feel like things have settled in a little bit.
it has. I'm telling you, she had just got it done
She
on the
had
first
brand new,
episode.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So they're discussing the event that happened down to the bank, child. And Kenya said, um, she didn't do anything to that lady to make her go there, and she
And
didn't. That's
then,
what's so weird. That's why I kind of don't feel away because I'm like, this lady, when she speaks, her and Angela both are kooky but different.
mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
This Brit is just delusional, and I don't know. I don't know. I
What
can't explain it.
what irritated me was Portia sitting up there talking about that Kenya need to speak to other people to find out exactly what she said. Y'all all heard what she said. We not gonna act like
She
y'all
said it
didn't.
repeatedly.
She
She said
said it
it.
over and over.
And why do
She,
I need to find out exactly what she said when I heard what she said?
y'all heard her. She said she had whips and get the blinky. I was saying.
Not the blinky.
She
That's what
said
she said. She
that's what
went
she
from
said.
be nice to me when you say hi.
Yeah. Y'all heard her. I was like, Portia, stop. Don't now. I'm like Kenya. Y'all not gonna play Kenya in her face like it ain't what she said it was. And oh my God, she's a real nice person. Like she said, she can be nice from afar. But with that, I wish you wouldn't have invited her. You should have uninvited her because you said you didn't not uninvite her. You should have uninvited her.
Well, she had plans. She wanted her to be there for that whole nonsense that she you
Uh,
know,
she
decided
could have
to.
saved that, but we'll get to that.
We'll
Okay.
get to it. Kelly was trying to defend. This is not the kind of person she is. Do you know her like that? Y'all, I don't even
No.
feel like they know each other like that.
Every time we seen her, this is the person she has been. Every time she step on the scene, so far
And
in the episode.
everybody is confused. It's not like Kenya did something where they're like, oh my God, did you see what she did? Everybody is confused. Everybody is like, yeah, that's not how it was. The whole thing with the ring. Every time they show it, I'm like, girl, married people wear a wedding band. They wear an engagement ring, and then after the wedding, there's a wedding band. Why are you acting like you don't know what she was talking about?
Come on, she knew what she was talking about. She was looking to have trouble.
And
Mm.
that big freaking 12-pound ice cube she got on her hand, people are bound to ask questions. It wasn't.
I mean, and he was there. It ain't like your husband wasn't there. He was there.
Why doesn't she have a wedding band?
She forgot about that part.
I mean, it would have been easy enough to be like, no, I don't wear a wedding band
Uh-huh.
because this ring is damn big enough and I don't feel like I want, you know what I'm
It
saying?
was
I
her
don't,
explanation. She was like, I don't even know how she said it. When she said it, I was confused. I was
this
confused.
is my first ring.
Yeah.
I'm already
Yeah.
married.
Mm-mm.
Well, child. Kenya left it at that. Kenya was like, you're not about to tell her what she heard. She heard what she heard. And like El Cid said, she said what she said.
Exactly.
So that's where we're going to leave that. So we're going over here with Angela and her daughter with this
Mm.
another weird conversation.
I got something to say about that, but go
I'm
ahead.
glad because it enlightened me. She meets up with his daughter for coffee.
Mm-hmm.
Angela says her and her daughter are the best friends. Her
Mm-hmm.
father passed away when the daughter was young, and it was just them and two, and they're just best friends. Now, this is where it gets confusing, so I'm glad you're here to help me
Okay,
understand.
I got you.
She was saying her grandma, why isn't grandma here? That's where they started with, why isn't grandma here? We thought she was going to come over and kind of try to mend fences between us all.
Mm-hmm.
Grandma's mad because Amari went over there to use the car that her mama bought for the grandmother.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then they wanted money.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. From her.
Mm-hmm.
I'm confused. You
So
went over there acting like your grandmother's car ain't your grandmother's car. You just decided you was going to use the car.
she went over there with that attitude and was like, "I need to use the car." First of all, they said she used to live over there with the mother and the
Mm-hmm.
grandmama,
Mm-hmm.
right? You didn't went over there thinking you finna bogart the damn car because my mama is paying for this car. And the auntie was like, "Demon child, no, you ain't. You ain't come over here with my mama." You know what I'm saying? And it popped off. That's what happened. She
It
said,
definitely popped
if you
off.
want to use my mama car, you gonna pay her. You just not gonna come over here and waste all the gas and stuff out of her car. Cause see, the mama got dementia. Ain't that what she said? So
She doesn't have dementia, but
what
she's
she got?
bipolar. She's
She
bipolar.
bipolar. So auntie is over there taking, she live with mama because she over there taking care of mama, not just your mama over there just taking care of them. No, she's the caregiver to their mother.
That's what it felt like.
Yes.
That's what it,
And
the
your
way
mom,
they spin a story is something else. So I was like, hold on, little girl. It
yeah.
seems like some pieces to the story are not
So you was
included.
gonna go over there and take grandma's car, and auntie was like, "No, you got some
Deep,
money. You can
right.
use the car if you got some money. You're not just taking her car."
And
I ain't believe
even
none of
her
that.
saying like, I gave them money. Where she get her money from? She talking about she be giving them money all the time, and
When she was staying there, she had to give money to help with the bills, I'm
you're
sure.
supposed to help.
Child. No, she felt like her mama was paying the house and stuff over there, so she didn't feel like she had to.
Well, okay, so let's talk about that because these
Mm-hmm.
daggone stories don't never make sense. This lady said she bought a house for her mother and her sister. That's what she did.
Mm-hmm.
And then Omari was staying there,
Mm-hmm.
and then it just blew up, just the
No.
same as it did when her and Charles. Now, see, I was feeling some way last time about Charles and side baby, but now I feel like Charles, it's a mess over here always.
Mm. Mm. It ain't just blew up. She was over there telling my mama then bought this house. You already know.
Why are you
Because
staying with them? Why
because
are
her
you staying
real
with them? Why don't you stay with your best friend, mama?
because her real attitude came out. She was trying to act all innocent when she was telling the story. But when they got into why you ain't tell me you was married, her real attitude came out. You seen it, it popped right out. Boop. She
She,
went real
she
nasty
was,
on her mama.
and I was like, Angela is over here saying, I'm sorry. You sorry for what? Why are
What
you
is she?
sorry?
Because that one
It's
she
just
been acting a
not
fool.
normal
She acting
for a
because she
girl to
getting
go get married and don't tell her mama until 4 months later. That's not normal.
and then she said she didn't even tell her. She said, "How did you find out? You didn't even tell your mama." And
So
she
how did
said,
grandma know?
"Yeah, grandma
If
knew
she was,
probably because she maybe that's why she left."
is that when it blew up?
Mhm.
No, she just finding out.
Who, mama? Mama
Yeah,
just found out,
last week she just found out.
but she been married for 4 months. Is that
Right.
why? Is that the real reason why she left? When did she move out of grandma and them house? She
Child,
married.
got more holes in it than a piece of Swiss cheese. I don't know.
And Mama went and told Angela like that girl is a whole been married, child. And she told me I was planning on telling you when. It's been
4 months later,
4 months.
so I was like, clearly, you walk around talking about your daughter is your best friend and y'all are so close. And
God,
she got whole married without telling you. So why didn't she want to tell you?
child. I don't know. It's some like you said, holes all up and through that thing.
Every time she opened her mouth to talk about her family,
Mm,
it's some bullshit. And I'm like, okay, this girl.
that was a lot. That was a lot.
Y'all done went over there trying to take the grandmama's cars. She's had the audacity to say that I don't think you should be financially supporting any of them.
Yep, that's what she said. And that's what she been over there acting like. You mad at them, so you like, but you just said that the mom was bipolar, and you gonna open your mouth and say that she shouldn't be financially
I
supporting her
was like, they
mama?
literally just said that there's an actual issue with your grandmother.
Child. Okay. Mm-mm. Good luck.
So Brittany and Portia meet up, and Brittany admits to taking things too far with Kenya. Did she think about it? What does she think is supposed to happen here, Brittany? She think
Brittany's on an apology tour. She's on a, oh my God, I'm so innocent. And I really didn't mean for it to go that far. That's what she's on.
well, you went far all by your damn self. So I don't know who was supposed to care at this
And then
point. Like
she's still telling that same story. Kenya said, I heard you were married, but where's your band? That is not what she said.
that
That
never
is not
happened.
what she said.
And Portia said everybody that was there said that's not how that went.
Yeah, exactly. She's on a woe was me. I didn't do that. I'm sorry. I'm such a good girl. I'm such all the girls are so jealous of me. Because I'm so pretty.
Oh well, okay. Portia right quick peeped how she was, coming there preparing herself for Kenya that was not actually there. She
That's
had been there
exactly
for a
what she
while.
was. Mm-hmm.
I don't like it when any of them do that. I hate it when they do that. What you call it? Stacy over in Potomac, even though she was corny, she did not come there and come after anyone. Like this one over here, Kelly. Kelly is here. She's not here. Aside from Portia, why you took that lady husband.
Well, we all wanted to
But
know
we
that.
all like we wasn't just gonna let you slide past and not have to, be confronted with that. I'll do it since none of her friends will. But
Exactly.
aside from that, she got real things going on, or she don't have to come for someone. Why are you
Mhm.
coming for Kenya? Because
She
she
ain't got,
ain't sent for
she ain't got
you.
nothing going on. She
She
ain't got
don't.
nothing going on. We have not seen her real life.
She
And
ain't seen her real life.
the story that she did has with her sister, she cut that off real quick. My husband, I'm sorry, I gotta go. My husband is
I
calling.
think she don't want us to see her real life. Her sister looked a little rough around the edges with them bangs glued down, gel down to her forehead. She said the girl liked to fight, and she looked like she liked to fight. And
And
her
you
husband probably be like, "Don't bring all that over here."
couldn't afford to bury your father on some real shit. You could come up with whatever story that you want, however you want to spend it. But if y'all really had money like that, you would have had it would have been some money in the life insurance
I
policy.
haven't heard anybody yet make sense of that life insurance story.
Mhm.
Everybody has had some type because if it was some nonsense, then why aren't you suing? Like at some point, some money should, you know what I mean? You should have been pursuing some fraudulent behavior.
Mm.
But how's your father in the insurance business and don't have no insurance?
She the one who said she in the insurance building. He wasn't, was he?
No, maybe he wasn't in insurance. I don't know, child. She said he was very wealthy.
Yeah, it can't be. Wealthy people life insurance policy is not based on whether or not they have a job. That's a
That's true.
regular
They just have
photo.
a policy in place.
It's us. They just got a policy. That's
Yeah,
regular smuggler folks. You know
yeah,
what I'm
yeah.
saying?
I don't know. Brit's story is real, shady and dusty.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Portia like she's like, you ain't run into Kenya you thought you was gonna run into. I feel like when Kenya doesn't like someone, it's very clear that she doesn't like someone, and they have the flashbacks of all the confrontations between Kenya and Portia, and there was definitely some back and forth between the two of them.
Mm-hmm.
Kenya don't even see you, girl. I sure wish she would have stayed on that lane. I wish she
I
would have
do
just
too.
stayed
I
on.
wish
I
we
don't
would have
see you.
uninvited her. I would have paid her ass dust. I would have looked right past her like she wasn't even standing
Like
there.
she wasn't there.
Yeah.
Because that's all she wants. That's all
Mhm.
she wants is
She
some
been
attention.
begging for attention.
Now she claims she was triggered. That's why she brought up the pow pow. Triggered. What
What
triggered this
triggered?
lady?
What triggered her? Cause oh girl, cause your question, the question that was triggering.
Kenya
And you be
literally
nice.
said,
She said I'm nice
I
to
think I'm
everybody.
nice to everyone. I'm capable of being nice to everyone.
We're talking about me. It's all about me. Me.
You talking about you. I'm not.
Child.
Girl, she knows what she did. I hate people that kind of try to sit there and act like I don't understand what is going on. You know exactly what you
You
did.
know,
You came over here to start it.
yep. Mm-mm.
Man, I don't. I just. Like I said, I don't really feel no way about it because this girl is full of shit. But at the same time, I just wish she would have, like you said, paid her ass dust because she's definitely not worth it.
And Angela said that the owners and stuff was on her head because
They
all that.
already in Bankhead, and she over here.
I just want to say now last week y'all said Bankhead was the hood, but y'all didn't brought the hood to Bankhead.
But she tries to act like she not. That's the thing. Like I'm looking at her like she had found this man with some money. They swear some Chanel bags and some, designer suits turn you into whatever it is they think they look like.
Yeah, he don't look like money either.
He don't. Not the intelligent kind. Not the my dad's an attorney kind. You know what I'm saying? My dad's a doctor kind of
Mm,
money. It don't even. I mean, contractor.
nothing,
The
nothing.
Shamia's husband is the HVAC man. Like y'all don't
Mhm.
even make sense.
Mm-mm. Mm.
Well, Angela and Charles are an odd couple. They don't make sense really either. One thing Charles gonna do is be cooking somewhere and trying to. He must be OCD because he be trying to regulate everything. Who was washing their hands? What was touching what?
But he gonna cook. I'm gonna come over there and eat because I know the kitchen gonna be clean
For
and the
sure.
food looks
The
good.
food looks delicious.
Yeah, and we know for sure.
Him cooking and Dr. Eugene. Now that would be a throwdown,
Me
child.
too. Yeah, yeah.
Um, Angela tells Charles what Portia said, and then she didn't even stand in it. I felt like she kind of eased into it, and then he barked at her, and she backed off a little bit.
He said, he said, you should have handled it then.
And she lied. She was like, "I did." She said it was a joke, and I was like,
No, she
"No,
didn't.
that ain't what she
She
said."
didn't handle it. She didn't.
She said, "Next question, move along." That's what she
Right,
said.
right. Mm-mm. He said, "What
Man,
she
that was so
saying?"
funny.
Because
He
I'll
was
check her
irritated.
too. He said he'll check Portia too. I said,
He
and
said,
will.
Google him and then Google him again. You might find something different. I don't know. Girl.
Ooh, it ain't gonna be nothing nice. He just be popping off, and he don't want to hear about all that because he don't get along with her people anyway. So
He don't. He said he don't talk to his own sister. I'll talk to my own sister. Don't bring me that shit. He don't want to hear about these girls. He does not want to hear about your family. He gonna come over here and cook some things and bark every time you say something to him.
he's just a grouchy old man.
I wonder how old her daughter was when they got together. He probably don't mess with her either. Cause
Oh
she'd
no,
be disrespectful.
she left that kitchen dirty last time we was up in
He
there.
can't come back by here if she gonna leave the kitchen nasty.
Yeah.
Nobody gonna be cleaning up behind her, and we not gonna have no housekeeper just because she can pick up her own stuff.
He cracks me up.
Yeah, he was definitely the comic relief. He cracks her up too. She just laugh at him.
Yeah, she don't pay him no mind. And I know it's gonna be a lot of people that's like, he don't like her and this and that. I just think that's just how their dynamics work. She don't pay him no mind. I'm not gonna say who, but you and I both know somebody that's been cussing people out since day one.
I literally was just talking about her the other day.
We don't pay that no
No mind.
mind,
No
cause
mind.
we just know that's how she is.
I was talking to Book, and I was like, we were just talking about spending the night. It was probably that thing you posted about cousins. And we
Oh
were talking
yeah.
about spending the night, and I was like, we would be jumping on the bed and doing all kinds of stuff, and we knew we were gonna get cussed out, but it didn't matter because that's just what she do.
Everybody comes to the door was getting cussed out. You just like whatever.
Oh shoot. So it's time for the big event. Have you seen the video of Kenya's? Her salon is amazing.
Is it?
It's
I haven't seen it.
beautiful. I'll
I
have to
kind
send it to
of
you.
felt like I seen something at the very beginning, but it wasn't done yet. So I had to go in there and look.
I was gonna post it, but it has music in the background, and I don't feel like going to do all that. But her event was beautiful. I love that she had the Bronner Brothers
Throwback.
throwback, and it was good to see Miss Lawrence. Like everything was
Mm-hmm.
so good about it. I think that's why it was so disappointing, and they were all there for her. Kenya Moore hair care all the way down to getting put into CVS and Sally's and stuff.
Yeah.
Like that's a big deal.
Anybody use it?
I have never used it, but I mean, CVS and Sally's has a particular clientele, and if they a Kenya fan, they gonna for sure. You know what I'm saying? It's
It's
shampoo and
CVS and who
conditioner,
else?
huh?
CVS and who else?
She was in Sally's Beauty. She was in CVS.
Okay.
I don't know if she got into any of the bigger stores, but she's
I got
also
Sally's. I go check and see if our Sally's got it. They do carry a couple of our black um entrepreneurs as far as
I
the
don't know if she's still, Sally's went through this thing and CVS. I don't know if she's still carrying in the box stores, but she now has her own salon and she's going in her salon with her product line already in place. So that's
yeah,
definitely a bonus, you
yeah,
know.
yeah.
I don't know. It was very beautiful. Angela came in. Kenya said Angela was the only one that reached out to her after that whole thing. And I was like, Angela low key started it. She said she was the one that asked that question.
She did say she asked the question. Oh, girls, like you a sneaky ass. Cause I just knew it was
I
Brit.
thought it was Brit,
I
but
thought it
I
was
felt
Brit.
like it was Kelly or Brit. But I remember,
Yeah.
I mean, Angela. It was Kelly or Angela because her and Angela had that conversation, when they were walking. She told anybody that would listen how Kenny was acting funny towards
Yeah.
her.
I would have thought Brit or Kelly. I didn't think Angela.
But Kelly likes Kenya.
Yeah. Mm-mm.
Child, that was funny. Um, this thing with Drew and Portia, I'm done with it. I don't care. Dennis done made the record with this lady, and they can move on.
First of all, see, I'll be wrong because I'm so on Drew's side when it comes to this, but then she do stuff that just make me mad. Don't walk up to me dancing and stuff and I ain't feeling you. Like don't do all that extra. And then why are we doing that? If you keep saying you didn't reached out to this girl and this girl is not
She
returning
not,
your phone call,
she not talking to you.
play her dust. Why are you coming up to her? Because I'm not gonna stop. I'm gonna do what I do, with Dennis, so it don't matter. I didn't already said what I said. You can act stupid if you want. Portia is definitely acting stupid, but I'm not gonna be all up in your face. I just
Well,
don't understand.
especially if there's nothing going on. Like
It's
if there's
nothing.
nothing going on, I'm not going to keep trying to convince you. And
Exactly.
honestly, I feel like Drew, you know that's not what the issue is. You know that's not why she's mad. So,
I wouldn't care. I wouldn't give a doggone what she mad at. I'd have been like, I done reached out to you since then. I try to make it right. You ain't trying to reach out. I'm done. Uh, Dennis, what time we going to the studio? You just gonna have to deal with
and
it.
he going to do what he do. So, it don't even matter.
Exactly.
So he done already said you was over there eating foo-foo.
Because at the
Um,
end of the day, I done got rid of my man. Okay. So don't none of y'all dictate what I do over here. You Portia or Dennis or
well,
whoever.
she didn't get rid of him. He's in the basement. So, there's that. Drew said that she talked to Portia after it was like they were having two different conversations. She said she talked to Portia right after her birthday, and Portia's literally not answering the question and just
Portia been doing her like that. Portia,
dodging
she been avoiding the truth the whole time. She been switching the subject every time she talked to
every
Drew.
time she talked to Drew. And then
Yeah.
she just walks away. So I was like, we don't
And
have to
then
do
you
every
try to do that whole, and then I found out something else, and they showed that clip of that old boy, and I was like, he didn't add much to this. It wasn't like, and something else happened. You know what I'm saying?
no,
Like,
he said they reached out to him about music, and I don't know what part he plays in music. I'm not sure why Drew reached out to him for no other reason than to piss Portia off because why. But yeah, it wasn't. He didn't tell you nothing new. He said
it
they
was
were
nothing
asking
new.
him about music.
Exactly.
Portia needs to say what she won't say. I don't want you with my baby daddy. So that's how I feel about that. But she keeps like, I don't care.
You care.
Okay, you seem like you care.
You care a lot.
So here come Britt. Her and Kelly came over together. Here she comes
They
with
was late, and then you coming up in here like you want to apologize or you trying to make it right, and you show up late because like we had did the whole hair show
the
already,
whole
right?
hair show was over. I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, because Drew came late.
She showed up with with a bouquet of flowers. I was like, I don't even know why you did that because she wasn't nowhere at sorry. If you
Can I
thought she was ignoring you before, honey.
look? Can I say when Drew came in late, I was like, oh, I forgot Drew was even on the show. I forgot
I
that was
did
even a
too.
thing till she walked in, and I was like, oh
I always be forgetting about you
yeah,
because
yeah.
she come in and do she come in and do that annoying shit. It's almost
That's what
better
I'm
when she's not
saying.
there.
It was so annoying. And that
Um,
wasn't the place to make it about you either.
at
To have a
all.
whole
I
conversation.
mean, I'm like you. Portia done said what she said. I'm not gonna keep asking her to talk to me.
I'm not gonna beg you. I'm not doing that.
And then now, where do we go after this?
Right.
Because she done walked away. So now what do you do?
Now you standing there looking stupid.
Looking a fool.
Yeah. It's crazy.
Just like Britt. She came over with flowers, and Kenya was like, girl, hi,
And then
everyone.
she went straight to the extreme. Oh, is she just going to ignore me? Then no, did you just say you was coming there to make it right?
That's a good thing she didn't stay, child. Probably was the smartest thing she did all day. Yes, girl. You do not want to stay for the second portion or the last portion of this evening, child. As soon as
Was
she
that
did that, Kenya calls everybody to attention to make a whole speech
mm,
about how this lady came over here coming for her, trying to take food out of her daughter's mouth. I didn't remember that part, Kenya. I don't know what that part was about, but okay. She come for her, and that's not what you do. The lady says she don't know, you don't know who I am, and Kenya says she didn't know who she was. So she got some private investigators to find out who this lady was.
Mm.
Then she started pulling out posters from behind the flower bin.
The old nose, new nose.
It was clearly like the pictures were blurred out, but I'm guessing that it was variations of all the faces that Britt Edie had have at some point. I wish they would have showed that one. It'd have been interesting to see her various.
Why didn't they show that one? It was okay for us to see that one.
Nope. They just said it's bullying, so they threw the whole thing out. Now I'm guessing the second poster must have been some of her video vixen. She called her video hoe. Kenya said she was a star in the video. She got paid stacks for that. Now we don't know what kind of stacks that she was getting from Soldier Boy.
Kenya was a star in the video. What videos Kenya star in? Because I don't even remember. Like I don't remember.
Yeah, she was the girl in Money Ain't a Thing with Jay-Z and you know.
Was she?
Yeah. And so they was driving around.
Nothing against Kenya, because I mean, nothing against Video Vixen, but when I think of Kenya, Video Vixen wasn't that. She was Miss USA, honey. You know what I'm saying? So
you talking about that Jay-Z video? She had to say that because she called this lady a video hoe. So then they can't call her a video hoe back. So she could say, "I got paid and I was the star in Jay-Z's video."
So it was Superhead. Okay.
Oh shoot. She goes by Corinne Steffens these days.
Speaking of which, the next picture.
That wasn't even planned. I like that whole ping pong situation. So since we're here,
you're right,
with Superhead, the final poster apparently had, various pictures of this lady partaking in fellatio.
Here's the thing. God, Kenya, I wish you wouldn't have did it
at your event.
Not your event. Like, you really could have saved that to like the next time we all together as the girls. You know what I'm saying? And then
like how Robin pulled out that speaker.
You want to talk about me? Who is this? You know what I'm saying? And then it probably wouldn't have been, But you did it like in front of everybody, not just the crew, not just the ROA, whatever, Real Housewives of Atlanta women. You did it in front of everybody.
People, because that event was
the camera still there. It was packed. And everybody said, "Oh, put their head down. They ain't want to see it." I was like, "Don't ruin." And then it looked like, and I don't know if it was just how they edited, but it looked like people started leaving after that. And I was like, "Kenya, did you ruin your own party?"
She did. They started leaving after that. Elsie said she was giving or receiving. She was giving.
She was giving.
Can you put a whole poster board up with the lady had a penis in her mouth? And I don't know how many different photos there were, but the people start clutching their pearls and grabbing their things and leaving the event.
Because you could kind of almost see it. So she definitely was giving.
What we saw, what looked like a blurry photo of a woman with her mouth around somebody's private parts. That's what it appeared to be.
Yeah. Ciao. But look, it's out there. I'm not saying Kenya was right by showing it. I think that was the bad place. Like, you just ruined your own event. But girl, it's out there. You know it's out there. Kenya's a pageant girl.
Elsie said, as a pageant, Kenya's a pageant girl. She knows what those photos can do to a woman's reputation. We trying to figure out what is her reputation, Sid. We don't know what her reputation is. She's affiliated with Rick Ross and Soulja Boy.
Well,
and how does one acquire these photos?
And that's what I'm saying. Where is the photos? Where did she get these photos from? Were you aware that these photos was out there? That's what
the private investigator was she down to the high school?
Child. I mean, I just hate that she ruined her event. But here's this. Okay, so producers, I call it a wash. She wanted to get the blinky, and she shows some, pictures, and I feel like that she has been suspended for the rest of this season, and she lost her money. And let's just start all over fresh. And she promised not to do it again next season. Okay.
That's what you're thinking. I think she has an amazingly beautiful salon, and she could take this time to make sure that the people behind that chair can
Mm-hmm.
help build the salon's reputation, because Kenya is not a hairstylist, she's a businesswoman. If she get the
Right.
right people working there, then her business will be successful. Like I said, she got a head start with having her product line already in place. She's not buying a salon or opening a salon and then venturing out to to build that way.
And
So
I felt like Kenya, when you was sitting down, you was having the conversation with Kelly, and you was saying that you put all your money and everything into it, and you use Brooklyn's college fund and all of that. I was like, knowing how much this was riding on, being successful, why would you ruin your own? I don't understand. And she ain't the only one who do. I mean, she took it to, she took it to
well,
hell.
you know what I think it was too, and I can't remember where I heard it, but well, I mean, she was on Carlos King when she did that interview with Carlos King. She said that they like cut all of that stuff out before her grand opening event.
Mhm.
So I think she was doing something over the top to make sure that they show her grand opening. And it
Mm.
was a beautiful event. Would they have shown it? We don't know, because allegedly production in Kenya don't have the best relationship.
Probably because she was on Carlos' show talking shit about production.
Well, I mean, did that come first or after?
Mm. I know. After I seen the interview with Carlos, I was just like, "This ain't gonna be good."
Seems like she's quitting her job. That's what it seemed like.
Yeah, yeah. Well, she went out with a bang. Huh, tell you that. These girls always ruin a good time. I swear, y'all go on vacation, beautiful islands and everything, and find a way to ruin that
He's
shit.
fighting.
Yeah,
Um,
I don't
so
get
I
it.
don't know where Britt, what is your story? I feel like the story did implode after this, because now this is where the scramble happens and they start trying to figure out what they're gonna do. Shamia is not gonna be replacing Kenya Moore.
Mm-mm.
Portia
Mm-mm.
and Kenya, and the dynamic that they came in here, like Portia, Kenya, and Kelly could have been a cute little, you know what I'm saying, trio. Cynthia, what do you think about Cynthia out here doing interviews, and her and Kenya have not talked?
What do I think about that?
Hmm.
I didn't see anything wrong with Cynthia said. I
I
think
didn't
Cynthia's
either.
saying the same thing that we're saying right now.
I didn't either. And I was like, why is everybody trying to act like, she out here dogging Kenya? That's not what
It
happened.
wasn't
That's not
a
what I heard
dog.
her say.
Yeah, I didn't see anything wrong with it. I mean, we're not just because that's your friend. When they are wrong, it's okay to say that they are wrong. She didn't dog her out. She wasn't talking about her. She wasn't doing like Portia and her mama was doing Shamia.
And
She
Shamir has
went out
done
there like
nothing.
that. Yeah,
Shamir has done nothing. Hopefully, Kelly, will have a good storyline. She got a lot going on. Portia and Drew are both a bunch of lies. So,
yeah,
how
yeah.
entertaining is that going to
Come
be?
on.
And then, you got Phaedra coming for the last 2 weeks. That doesn't even make
Yep.
sense. But
That it don't. It don't. Child. If Phaedra couldn't come over there when Candy was on there, it wasn't no, ain't no point in seeing her. Because the only thing would have been is that dynamic, just being honest, just to see how the two of them would had worked it out. But Candy would never do it. But other than that, there's no storyline.
there's no storyline.
You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is, child.
Bring back more Charles Oakley. We need him for the comic relief. And maybe like a Google translator to try to figure out the hell his wife be over there talking about because she's straight telling a
Yeah.
story that you don't understand.
She gonna be over there with Portia. I mean not yeah, Portia and Drew on the line side. That's what she gonna be over there at. Mm-mm. Child, I don't know. I don't know, but um I hate it because I like Kenya. This is like the first time that Kenya was really, really good. It was just like you wanted this Kenya so bad and you got it. And you got it the
And
worst
you
that
got
anybody
it.
in the history has ever got it from her.
Sis said,
Ever in the history.
give Charles Oakley a peach for sure. He definitely needs a peach.
He'll take the damn peach and throw it at us. I
Uh,
don't want no
this
damn peach.
She's literally the only one. Well, Shamia and Angela are the only ones that are married. So,
Brent is married. How can you forget?
oh, Charles Oakley not hanging out with Britt's husband. He hang out with Dennis. Bring Dennis over here, Portia.
Yeah, and then she gonna tell Charles to come and then say you're gonna be the only man. Now you know damn well he
Why
wasn't
did she
coming.
ask him to come to that?
Child.
He is the last person that needs to be at a women's event because he is going to say everything wrong.
Wrong. Comic relief.
Oh my
He would
God.
have been like, whoa, did you see that? Damn.
Remember how Uncle Lewis used to say what's on his mind?
Yes. Can you imagine what he would have said when that picture came out? He should have been there. You're right.
Should have been there for that.
He should have been there.
He'd have been like, that's not me.
Oh, shoot. Oh, well, y'all.
Well,
We got to
y'all,
say
if you
goodbye.
get a chance to check out the lovely photos of Kenya's beautiful salon, El Cid, let us know, in the Atlanta area. What's up
Yeah.
with Kenya Salon? Where is it? Do we want to like visit Atlanta, like run through, get a blowout or something? It looked amazing. I would go there and visit. I'm gonna go to Atlanta. I'm gonna go to Kenya's shop, get a little shampoo style maybe, and go to Old Lady Gang. I said I hear the one in Conyers is better than one downtown.
I don't want to go later
You
again no
don't want
more.
to go to Old Lady Gang no more?
Tamar told me don't go.
She said,
Tamar said,
you don't have to get a blowout. You can just go like get a shampoo,
"Who? Kenya's?
El Cid, she says she don't know them folks. She have
Oh,
natural hair. She don't get no blowout.
me. I don't do it either, girl.
Old Lady Gang has a line for food. Have you ever been there? They said the other one, not the one that they had on the show, but there's another one. I guess that the
They
service is
said you
good.
gotta pay
But only those
$100
people
to
don't
park.
work.
Y'all paying all that money to park to get bad
Yeah,
service.
not there. This one is probably not in that kind of where it's got probably in a plaza where there's parking and stuff. I don't know. I
Uh,
haven't been to Atlanta to roll through for a minute. What's her name? The pancake girl? We got to go over there and
we
check
go to
out her.
Kelly's. We go to Kelly's.
Yeah,
Let's go to Kelly's
we're going to Atlanta to eat.
because Todd didn't have no air conditioning
We
either.
don't want to go nowhere Todd's in charge of
Todd
because
didn't have no air.
it's not like the
Oh, we
place.
gotta go to the food truck and get my boy egg rolls though
Is he
from
still
Old Lady
is he
Gang.
still doing egg rolls and things?
I hope so. Well,
Yeah,
just he
that'll take some investigation.
yeah. That's where I'll go.
Well, anyway, y'all, we'll be back next week. We don't know what's gonna happen. But can
Hope
you?
it's not gonna be boring now.
I hope not. I hope
Hmm.
not. But it is what it is.
All
Y'all
right.
like the
See y'all.
video, subscribe to the channel, and yeah, peace, y'all. Bye.
Peace, peace.
It's so hard to